this is the beginning. In a week's time, I will have an event with the New Museum in partnership with the Youth Summit. Man, I don't even know where to start. I don't know what to say. I can't believe this. The New Museum? Yeah, so this is the beginning of the New Museum thrift party process. This is gonna take some time. You know, I'm trying to work really hard at this, and I want you guys to come along and see what I do. Let's go.
I'm Frank, I'm from London. I think like many people I got into thrifting with just trying to look fly for not very much money. I don't so much like collect clothes because I think it's important to keep stuff moving and allow people to enjoy these things rather than just trying to keep everything for yourself. I feel like a lot of, well, some collectors will like keep their stuff in bins in the garage just so they know they own it. But I think it's much more important for people be able to like see and like wear the clothes because that's what they're made for. It's like just keep them going, and it might go through many pairs of hands in its life, and I really love that.
So here we are in the one and only Thrift Heaven room. This is literally a time warp in here. We've got some of the greatest pieces that Frank has collected over time. And come in, let's check it out. Welcome. One thing that we'll be doing for the event is creating a capsule from 70s, 80s to 90s. So we've picked out some pieces already for the overall feel, the vibe, to get people to get a better understanding of like what people really wore in the 70s, what people really wore in the 80s. We've got some reworked pieces. This is an actual Comme des Garçons trench that was reworked with this brand 70s tee, and then we could get more into what Frank really has, which is the 80s and the 90s. Picked out some track suits right here, the purple apple tee from 82. Musical notes, really giving me an 80s go out and dance vibe. This Versace pink, really well constructed, an amazing collar. I need to go to Miami now vibes from the 90s hip hop. We've got Ralph Lauren yellow tracksuit right here, Calvin Klein kind of towel. Man,
Towel is the best material.
hop right out of the shower, you don't even need a towel.
A great time. Love this MFG. I really like the placement of all the logos on here. It's just like that big piece going across the arms, and then actually this I like even more, just a little tiny hit down there on the bottom. But bold embroidery there, waffle.
It's day 2, Tuesday. We're gonna check out Stay Cool, a retro vintage, very 80s inspired brand. We're gonna check out some of his clothes as well as his vintage collection. Let's go.
Hey guys, my name's Amin. I'm the founder of Stay Cool NYC. Stay Cool is a retro-inspired chillwear brand. It encompasses surfwear, streetwear, and skatewear into effortless pieces you could wear basically every day. Stay Cool is definitely very inspired by the 80s and the retro identity, aesthetic, and overall style of the past. But what I'm trying to do is also put a futuristic twist on the fashion of the past. So Tommy's doing a great job at bringing people together, whether it's for clothing, the thrifting, music, and fashion overall.
So we're here at FIT in the design room. We've been looking at the pieces we have for Saturday, just a little something that you'll be able to see. But this is not everything. This is a segment of some design work from two amazing designers. We're just looking over their pieces and just talking everything through. And me personally, a little something about me personally. I've been sewing for a long time, but I do not go to school for design. I go to FIT, but I go for business. Let's get into the pieces, and we can just bring it over here to Shane.
So I'm Shane. Full name is Shane Smith. That's also the name of my brand. And I'm a multimedia artist, so that means that I work in different mediums, whether it be painting, fashion, or like furniture. So I don't want to be a fashion designer specifically. I just want to push different fields forward. Yeah, so these are some of my favorite pieces. There's some in the back that you might have to wait a little later to see, but I'll just take you through. This is one of my favorite pieces. One of the first pieces I made for this collection that I was working on. Pockets that in and out. Piece I chose to put because my name is on it. It's one of the only pieces that I printed on because I don't print a lot. This is kind of like it's very similar to this. There's no bodice, it's just a skirt. The back is pretty dope. And my inspiration for a lot of this stuff was I really like horror movies and I really like dark settings and stuff like that. But I've been working on this for a while, so over time my inspirations kind of merged as they grew and changed. So you gotta wait to see this in the back. And some furniture has come in and some paintings. I really feel that the new museum is giving us the opportunity to change people's perspective on what fashion is or what clothes are, because this is the reason why we have all this the fast fashion problem, is that people don't see it as pieces that they cherish or pieces that make them feel a certain way, so I feel like exhibiting clothes or fashion as art really helps to change the perspective and create less waste, because people will cherish their clothes more instead of just buying it or buying any random thing and throwing it away like a couple months later, you know what I mean? So, and myself personally, I like to make clothes as art pieces, so it'll be one of ones, and I just loan it off as an archive to like a stylist or to a celebrity or to anybody who really enjoys fashion and really sees it the way that I do. So
I'm Alex Alvarez. I'm the creative director and founder of Wasted Thread. I founded this company about 8 months ago. It's an environmental design. It's all upcycled pieces that are all thrifted from different places, mostly sourced through Colorado and constructed in Los Angeles. We're based out of Los Angeles mainly. Mostly work in denim. It's all patchwork, dyed with natural dyes, all made in-house. This company started through me working in vintage clothes and curation. I had a lot of buddies thrifting, and I've always been into the reworked look, and I know a lot of high-end companies kind of fake and mimic that look. And once I started doing research into how awful this is for the environment, I've always been into sustainable stuff, and I thought, wow, why isn't there a company doing this patchwork type of look, but actually doing it with old denim and reconstructing it. A lot of the pieces are made from a lot of different stuff, primarily denim, but some of these were made from old World War II and military bags. I got into fashion about 4 years ago. I really fell in love with the idea of it sounds corny, but it's wearable art, and you're wearing a statement and you're letting people know something without saying something. And then I fell in love with, making that and getting to construct that and, demonstrate moods and how you feeling in a day. And I can make that now. And I guess I fell in love with that, and not so much the brand stuff and the hype stuff, but more like the actual pieces in construction and design.
It's Friday, one day away from the event. Tomorrow, it's going down at the new museum behind me. So excited, we've been planning this for over a month, putting every literal blood, shed and tear, and I'm so excited for everyone to see it. There's a lot of other amazing people involved, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. What's up? We're here at the new museum. It is today, the one and only Saturday. We're live, baby! Scamming the Patriarchy New Museum Project. Let's go!
This morning.
Bringing everything out, ready to the floor, getting everything set up. It's almost 2 o'clock.
Remember when you used to go to museums?
Yeah.
Now you, where you at? Now you in it.
Now we in it, yo. We installing it. Let's start it off over here. We're gonna start it off with the homie Alex from Wasted Thread, and he's doing this vintage Levi's repurposed wear, beautiful cut, beautiful sew detailing. It's all about sustainability and recycling your clothes. This is a piece we made together. Facts about sustainability. So this says fashion is the second biggest polluter in the world, which unfortunately it is, so we're trying to change that. That's why we're here, you know, doing our thing, coming together as a community and thrifting and sustainability. This piece we made together actually, well, this is in collaboration, I'd say. So it's a denim jacket with the print on it, and I reworked a motorcycle jacket. You can see that on the back. That's the motorcycle jacket, and then that's the denim.
So it's all deconstructed and then reconstructed back together with multiple pieces, primarily using vintage Levi's, American made. All of these are hand dyed with natural dyes, no waste, as well as this. And then this was a collaboration with TJ for the new museum. It says, fashion is the second biggest polluter in the world. So that's another thing that our company tries to really focus on, is creating an eco-friendly, sustainable brand that doesn't produce waste and sustainability. This pair is made from army bag and army pants, patchwork denim. This is an inside-out pair with flipped patchwork. Our pairs start from about $250 to $400 primarily. We also do custom work. This was in collaboration with TJ for the new museum pop-up. I'm trying to appeal to different worlds, the thrifting world and the designer world. So we're trying to mesh those two together and create a whole upcycled brand, and that's Wasted Thread.
Here we go. We got the vintage TV, 1980s color Sony. We got Seinfeld playing. We got The Godfather on VHS right here. We got the Jackson 5. Look at that colorful, amazing album work right there. Woo, let's get into the 70s. Here we go. So, you know the 70s, you know, a lot of nice graphics, but overall it was more clean cut clothing, and one of the main things on the pants, bell bottoms. See how wide those pants go? Fraying in the wind, baby. The collars, the oversized collars, beautiful overall print. Plaid was also very popular, as well as high-waisted pants like mine. These are from the 70s. Some shirts from the 70s as well. This was a high school shirt back in the day. This was a high school shirt. Now look at our high school shirts. It's crazy, you know? Time tells, fashion dwells, unfortunately sometimes. And the quality seems to be going down. And we're trying to just showcase how amazing and beautiful stuff like this really is. And it deserves to be seen. And, you know, we should really strive for this in our clothing, not gilding. A little trench coat jacket. This is actually CDG, high end into the thrifted market with repurposing. That's what we love, you know. It's not just about thrifted, it's about designer, it's about good quality. That's important. Let's get into the 80s, baby. Woo! Little club vibes, little Miami Vice. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. We got some Tommy, Stay Cool, which is my friend's brand, and it's very inspired by the 80s. Let's get into this beautiful polo piece. This is Stay Cool's, one of his archive pieces. Got a little showcase of that. Ooh, windbreakers, surf style, that bright, vibrant neon colors. And this tee means so much to me. We got music, dance, and art. It's really kind of what Thrift Party really is. It's just like music, art, and dance, baby. And it's all just about meeting new people and having fun, bro. That's what we do. Just live life, have fun, and do amazing, beautiful things. This is a full set because sets were very big in the 80s. That means tracksuits, jumpsuits, color on color, the same patterns, all of that. 90s, baby. You know, it's great because to see all this together really gives you a better aspect of what each time period had and a little understanding of course, of what it was like on a musical, on an artistic, on a vibe level. And you know, this isn't everything. This is just the beginning. You know, there's a lot more here that we haven't covered, and there's a lot more that's coming. So you better stay tuned. You better check out Thrift Party on Instagram right now, as well as me. All 2019, you know, this is what we doing, bro. This is what we doing. Join the movement, baby. Here we go. 90s, all right? Check out that. The color blocking on this. Calvin Klein. When have you seen a shirt like this that's Calvin, you know? This is a great color pattern. Bootleg Nike. Have the real and the fake, but it's the culture that brings it together. You know, bootleg is very part of the culture. As you guys can see nowadays with people like Amr and Potato, he's bringing, you know, that aspect of bootleg, which used to be really popular with Dapper Dan and people like that, and just the whole market. We got Versace here, and this is a piece, you might just be like, what, J. Crew? Huh? Bam, J. Crew Sport, baby. Very 90s printed, puffer, great colors. Bring it over. We got Gucci and LV, you know? It's crazy to see two of the biggest luxury designer brands having the same color scheme as well as kind of graphic, the same monogram, like similar style print.
We are in the friggin' New Museum. Thank you for having us, New Museum. Thanks for putting it on, Tommy. It's a lovely little arrangement we've got going on here, the luxury wall. Array of clothes through the ages here, from 70s, 80s, 90s, and that's a little mixture of our two things.
And let's bring it over to the middle. As you can see over here, got a little conversation going down with the homie Taj and Frank, having a little convo. They're probably chatting it up. See, fashion's not just about the clothes, all right? You know, whatever you wear, it's not really just about what you wear, it's why you wear it and, you know, what you're gonna do with those clothes, you know? It's really important. It's self-expression, baby. But at the end of the day, it's who you are, you know? Just have fun with who you are, and just having real life conversations are the most important thing, and just meeting new people.
Hey, what's up? I'm Taj Alexander. I'm here at the Thrift Party, here at the New Museum. Big shout out to Tommy. I have the Open Canvas. It's a podcast / agency that I do editorials, events, and travel the world and document my friends, document their stories. And you know, I connected with Tommy about like over a year ago, and he just, you know, reached out to me recently about doing this event, and I thought it was a great idea. Really big shout out to the New Museum for, you know, providing their space for us to be able to just, you know, express ourselves. And yeah, just a lot of dope people here just expressing themselves. So, you know, myself, I've just been here documenting through audio. I'm really happy that we're doing this.
Yo, what up? I'm Eddie Spaghetti. I'm here with my man, Jakey Makeki.
So we're here. This is some of Christopher's pieces. An amazing reworked, you know, denim piece right here. Wow. The different colors, patterns. You got a cat on the pocket? Bruh. You got a cat on your pocket from a reworked denim piece? Nah.
Just want to give a shout out to Tommy for throwing this event tonight. Great.
The reworked you know, sweater with the plaid. Oh,
Great turnout, to be honest.
Yeah, I really enjoyed seeing everyone show out, pop out for Tommy.
but like, you just saw two really cool pieces, but I don't think you're ready for this piece, yo. I'm gonna have to just like, just make sure my hands don't burn real quick, okay? It's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Check that out. Woo! That's a rework, patchwork, corduroy piece right here. And then
Me and Jake, we know each other from Tommy.
this is really art. And the crazy thing is, right? So people are walking by and I'm like wondering why some people aren't like going to look at the clothes or touching them. And then this girl comes up to me and asks, so can we touch them? And I was like, yeah, obviously. And then I was like, oh wait, we're in a museum. You can't really touch stuff. And I was like, wow. So to me, it's like we're bringing interactive art to the community. And that hit me and I was like, wow, that's just amazing.
We play basketball weekly. Tommy's a good kid, you know?
This jacket, the quilted inner lining, like the denim pockets, the fact that this is the side of a pair of pants turned into a sleeve. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Tommy's a great kid.
I would literally fall asleep in this and just dream of beautiful denim images. The varsity reworked piece, the sweater.
To be honest, one day Tommy might be a better kid.
Wow, this is beautiful. And we got the Nirvana piece, the Kurt underneath, bro. I love this. The denim patchwork. Oh,
To be honest, yeah, probably.
Oh, let's give a big thank you to Matthew Price Jones for filming tonight.
All right, what's up? My name is Christopher DeGiorgio. I'm a vintage fashion designer, and what that means is I like to take vintage clothing and I like to repurpose it into something new and wearable. A lot of this stuff is just old, discarded fabric and garments that I take and I revitalize into a new life.
Kid's a little shaky in the cam, but thank you.
This is one of the pieces. I normally don't do super cutesy stuff like this, but I cut it out and I noticed the cat and I really liked it. And then the vintage zipper, and then on top of it, I did a little display with some vintage t-shirt.
It's all right, his hands are looking pretty steady for the time being.
He said steady, but a little sweaty.
And this one, once again, it's another repurposed piece. I took a Cowboys, Ohio, Buckeyes, I think, and then it's a flannel, reconstructed it, into a hoodie, and yeah.
Boo.
All right, thanks. I'm Eddie Spaghetti.
This is probably the talk, like the number one piece people were asking me about today. Hunter S. Thompson, he was a journalist, really into psychedelics. And he used to wear a safari coat that inspired me on making this one, and then I made the matching shorts. What's interesting about this piece is it was actually just all white corduroy, and then I cut out all the patches and I dyed everything, and yeah.
Cheese.
And this last piece, it's a fully lined denim jacket, hooded, zipper, waistband, all made from vintage Levi's, and then on the inside it's a quilt. Yeah, this is all at the new museum. Fucking crazy sick museum out here in the Lower East Side of Manhattan. Yeah, shout out Tommy.
little curation from the vintage joints. We got Eric right here chilling, and he's an amazing 90s vintage collector. You can see the amazing Tommy pieces he has, and the mic is. We got a Rolling Stones tee from the 90s. We've got some Tommy. This is a mesh Tommy piece. Feel that? My name's Tommy. So if I were to rock this, Tommy on Tommy. Then we got a Tommy puffer, some Warner Brothers, and Tommy on Tommy.
All right, hello. My name's Eric, and known as the Vintage Joints, and I'm collecting here I brought 15 pieces out of my whole collection. And pretty much I'm a huge Tommy fan, so I got my big 2 Tommy flags out there. I got a denim and Ralph Lauren jacket, a Nike 3M jacket back in the day. I got a more little Tommy, some 1998 Kiss shirt with the Halloween back in the day. 99 Rolling Stone shirt. with the no security tour. Me, I really love this clothes. Honestly, would love to meet anyone that comes into. I like to show my personal closet to anybody. I'm more of a hand person. I like to explain the fabric before I sell it.
So here we are, we're here with Shane Smith's pieces, and you know, it's just beautiful to see women's wear. You know, I really don't see women's wear a lot, and to see that from a male designer is beautiful, and as well as the fact that this event entitles a lot of like female empowerment as well as just gender fluidity and just kind of expression and stuff, and I think that's really beautiful. So I want to show you how amazing, you know, not just menswear is, but you know, female clothing is get into this kind of mesh underlay with a cotton kind of tank top overlay vibe. The mesh feel of this, the way it flows when you wear them, you feel like you're underwater in the sea and the ocean, just kind of like flowing. Oh, I just love that. We got some skirts, we got some dresses. You see the little, this would go pretty well with my outfit right now, I can't lie. That with the pink, his first painting up top, an amazing color palettes, and as well as over here, just I get a very, you know, nature-esque vibe from this. And it's amazing because, you know, we're showcasing art, fashion, and, you know, design, that aspect to it. So but we have this piece that he's made from wood, which is interpreted as a butterfly. And you can see the different rivets, the aspects to it.
Checking in at the new museum. Yeah. All right, I'm Shane Smith. I put this piece on the front because I want people to know that it's my stuff. Here we actually have my stuff exhibited. I think it looks pretty cool. Got some help on how to arrange these things, and I think it flows pretty well. Put this on the table. One of my favorites again, too. It's like women's wear, but with like a, I don't want to say masculine because that labels it, but it's more of a liberating feel. Like, you know, it's not constricted to gender. So, yeah. Thank you so much to the new museum for helping us to show and express ourselves and our work, because that's really who we are, is our art, you know, our fashion and all that we do. So thank you so much for being able to express our ideas, change people's mindsets, get people out their house to come look at, you know, the work from the youth and stuff like that. So
we also have some photographs as well displayed by Drew.
Hello, I'm Drew Corin. I'm a fine art and fashion photographer in New York, and I try my best to blur the line between fine art and fashion photography, as I attempted in my 2 photo sets that I'm sharing here at the Thrift Party for the new museum. The first one being a fashion series featuring Gucci shoes from the Tom Ford era and velour sweatpants, also from the same era, hanging out of the car window. And it's a new car, just to emphasize the contrast between old style and with old styles coming back. And then the second series is called Fashion Forward, and it's a challenge to styling and manipulation of the human body through clothing, where I've tried to create an illusion of forward-facing outfits on a backwards figure.
wrap this up. I'm really sad now it's all over. But it's not. It's just the beginning, all right? This is the beginning. Y'all not ready for 2019, man. I wish everyone who's watching this could have been here. And if you were, shout out to you for being here, because it's all love. It's all about being a community member and just, you know, supporting each other. And again, like, fashion is just a great way to just bring people together, whether it's art, music, and just connecting, yo. So shout out to everyone for being here. I can't thank the new museum enough, as well as like the Teen Youth Summit for just letting me have this opportunity. There's no words to describe how fucking amazing this is, man. I'm about to cry, man.